Treasure Valley up against Stashbot for Arizona, as that's Arizona has lead jammer on the back of Stashbot. And now it turns into a power jam opportunity for Arizona as Kill Switch sent to the penalty box. And Stashbot now trying to fight her way around number 808, Kiki Chaos. Multiplayer block being given to Kiki Chaos, so she will join Kill Switch in the box. And that's another 5 points for Stashbot. Now Treasure Valley has filled their entire box as Stashbot comes around a very light pack. Very little problem getting through the remaining Treasure Valley blockers just as Kill Switch and Skate is released from the penalty box. Still a 4-2 pack as Stashbot enters for her third scoring pass. Gets passed once again to Jane Ear Raid. Hit the deck trying to stop her. And Arizona looking very strong in these opening two jams. The penalty box finally starting to empty out for Treasure Valley. Now a 3-4 pack and momentarily a 4-4 pack. Meanwhile, though, Kill Switch and Skate is absolutely locked up right now behind Kalaka. And some help from the veteran D's Nuts. Finally called off by Stashbot with a big scoreboard showing 14-0 right now. Not sure if you had more on that one. No, referee's taking down the score, so it's 14-0 and an 18-0 total right now, favoring Arizona, keeping Treasure Valley blanked early here. Penalty box is currently clear. The tripod sets up for Arizona in the front. And now Arizona drops the pivot back. That's Jess West trying to clear out some space for her jammer. Unfortunately, it's a back block for Arizona jammer West Coast Mafia. She'll hit the box. Treasure Valley has a chance now to get on the board in the third jam of the game. Not much space here, though, for Dawn of the Shred. Remember, this Treasure Valley's second game of the day, Arizona's first. Tiredness not seeming to be a factor for the previous teams that played two games and still very early in this one. Now standing in the box is West Coast Mafia. Looks like she will be released before Dawn of the Shred is able to get through her initial pass. Arizona finally runs out of space, and lead jammer status goes to Dawn of the Shred after about a minute of battle. Hitting the box here in front of me as Arizona blockers Helen Wheels, longtime veteran of the roller derby scene. Tight pivot or tight tripod, to say, here in the front, anchored by Jess West for Arizona. Not a lot of space for Dawn of the Shred to go anywhere. However, West Coast Mafia now meets the shoulder of Sinister Kate from Treasure Valley. One to beat, goes around the outside, but she stepped out of bounds. That's another track cut on Arizona's jammer's second power jam in a row, or second jammer penalty in a row, to say. Now the Treasure Valley coach imploring his jammer to call it. Time is going to expire on this. It looks like what they're trying to do is get that jam called so that Arizona would have the entire 30 seconds to serve in the penalty box. Some of that time ticked off, but Treasure Valley does get 5 points on the board, breaking the 0 mark for them. Now 18-5, 24.5 minutes left. Still very early in this third quarterfinal game. Once again, both of the previous quarterfinal games going to the underdogs, as Jet City shocked Tucson, the number 9 seed, taking out the number 1 seed, and also the number 11 seed, Sac City, shocking the number 3 seed, No Coast. Treasure Valley here, the 10 seed, trying to do the same to 2 seed Arizona here. And Sherry F-bomb, this time forcing her to call it. 4 points were taken by Treasure Valley overall, so they do manage to cut a little bit more off that lead, and now Arizona has doubled up. Treasure Valley the other way, I should say. 18-9, Treasure Valley has cut half of that lead off of it. 23 minutes left to play in the first half here. Lose Chaos. Very exciting jammer here for Arizona. Opposing number Elos No Fury. Lose Chaos through quickly for lead jammer status after about 7 seconds. Getting out in turn one. Elos No Fury trying to find a way around tough defense from Colette Razorcat. And Colette Razorcat finds herself sent off to the box as a blocker. 3-on-3 pack right now. Sinister Kate is in the box as pivot for Treasure Valley and now is released. Lose Chaos with more of those smooth moves to get around Treasure Valley. D finishes it off, making it look easy out there. Lose Chaos taking 5 and moving the score to 23-9, calls it off. 22 minutes and change left in the first half here. Arizona, one of the most veteran leagues in the WFTDA, involved in the very first interleague action way back in 2004, along with Texas and Tucson. Treasure Valley is from Boise, Idaho, a little younger. They became a WFTDA member in 2011. And currently they have a lead jammer for Kill, Switch, and Skate. He's going to find in the back Block and Decker. And Don't Blink were out there, but unable to stop her. And Kill Switch and Skate through smoothly. Trying to steal a few more points here as she's got Stash Bot right on her back. Let's see if it worked out for her. Did not quite work out. Had to call it with 0. And Arizona stole 2 points due to a Treasure Valley blocker in the box. So gamble ends up costing Treasure Valley 2 points, and that jam goes 5-2 in their favor. New score, 25 Arizona, 14 Treasure Valley. We are about 9 minutes into this quarterfinal matchup, the third of 4 quarterfinals. The next and last one, the tournament host Rocky Mountain up against Wasatch in the marquee bout. Here in this action, West Coast Mafia for Arizona Roller Derby up against Dawn of the Shred for Treasure Valley. Tough tripod in the back right now for Dawn of the Shred, and that makes enough time for West Coast Mafia to get through with lead. Through and about a half track behind is Dawn of the Shred. But West Coast Mafia has enough time to get through for her 4-0 and call it. Arizona continues to hold on to a 29-14 lead right now. By no means a safe lead, especially considering what we've seen so far in Friday action. No favored seed has won their game so far over the first 5 games of the tournament. Treasure Valley trying to make it 6 in a row here. Now, Chokia Latte gets taken out hard by Scarlet Danger here in the straightaway. Going to open up some space for Cherry F-Bomb to try and move forward, but all 4 Arizona defenders right on her, and a huge hole opens up for Chokia Latte. Unfortunately for her, no pass, no penalty. Lead still open for Cherry F-Bomb. However, she is not having a lot of luck getting through the Arizona tripod at the front, anchored by Jess West and Block and Decker. Meanwhile, Chokia Latte able to pick up 5 points with lead jammer status still available for Cherry F-Bomb, who's now sucked back again. Going back around, Jess West is lapped for a second time by Chokia Latte, who's through again. 5 more points for Arizona. A big 10-0 so far. The star is out for Treasure Valley in the hands of Sinister Kate, the pivot turn jammer, who's now trying to make some points for Treasure Valley. Is it going to be in time? It's not in time. There is no lead jammer in this one, as Chokia Latte got out with a no pass, no penalty. She incorrectly thought she was lead, fooling me as well. Sinister Kate is able to pick up points on this. But Arizona is still leading the jam, 14-4, 30 seconds left in the jam. Hitting the box as Arizona blocker D's Nuts, along with Helen Wheels, also a very long-time veteran of the scene. Sinister Kate able to stay in bounds, pick up 4 more for her team. It's a 14-8 jam so far on the small board. Both jammers on another scoring pass right now, and Sinister Kate with a pretty spin to get through again. Arizona is going to end up winning this jam, but it's got to feel good for Treasure Valley as they were in serious danger of it becoming a rout of a jam. It ends up going 18-12, so Treasure Valley still hanging around, 47-26. About 17 minutes and change left in the first half here. 3-4 pack is going to favor Treasure Valley with D's Nuts standing as Arizona blocker in the box. The jammers are going to be Loose Chaos for Arizona Roller Derby and Ella Snow Fury for Treasure Valley. Treasure Valley in the white and black. Arizona in the black and pink. Loose Chaos finding her way around number 66, Ariella Spine, and making her own hole. Lead jammer Loose Chaos. And now bad news for Treasure Valley. Ella Snow Fury goes to the penalty box, and now Loose Chaos on a power jam. Ella Snow Fury is going to be joined by her pivot in the box. That was number 5, Raggedy Annihilation. Not the person you want to see on the unopposed jam if you are Treasure Valley right now. Loose Chaos has 5 so far, using those smooth moves to pick up 5 more. Ella Snow Fury stands in the box, but Arizona has 10 so far, and Loose Chaos is still coming. Ella Snow Fury is on her initial pass right now, so still plenty of time for Loose Chaos to work and extend this Arizona lead. Trying to find a way around a tripod in the front, anchored by Scarlet Danger and Ariella Spine. Loose Chaos once again finds a way, and a forearm being called on Scarlet Danger, who clearly did not agree with the call, but takes her seat anyway. Loose Chaos has 15 so far. Ella Snow Fury is still trying to find a way around his initial. Loose Chaos bounced to the outside, through again. 20-0 so far for Loose Chaos, and still 30 seconds left in this jam. I'm sorry, that pass was 4, not 5, so 19-0 so far. But no worries for Loose Chaos, through again and nearly untouched. Now 24-0 on the jam. For the first time, the high seed, the favored seed, looks to be in control of the game right now. Loose Chaos through again. Huge jam for Loose Chaos. 28 points for Arizona. Goose egg for Treasure Valley. And as soon as I say that, I must take it back. 3 points for Treasure Valley, but a 28-3 run moves the score to 75 Arizona, 29 Treasure Valley. Treasure Valley takes a much-needed timeout, and the first period clock is going to stop at 14:53. Well, we got a moment here. Let's talk about the structure of this tournament. We have 11 teams here this weekend, so it's a little unbalanced on the nature of the bracket. What we had so far was 3 opening round games between the teams that were seeded between 7 and 11. I'm sorry, 6 and 11. The winners of those games went on to face 1 Tucson, 2 Arizona, and 3 No Coast. All of them had byes. Also, the other quarterfinal matchup is Wasatch versus Rocky Mountain. So they technically got byes. However, they also had to face strong opponents in their opening game. That's at 8 p.m. However, that weaker opponent thing didn't really seem to help out No Coast or Tucson, both of whom lost to teams that already played an opening round game. So the bracket immediately thrown into chaos by the opening round teams being very effective against the presumptive favorites. Arizona here, though, is looking to turn that around. They currently lead 75-29. Back in action. Kill switch engage jams for Treasure Valley. Stash bot jamming for Arizona. Stash bot cuts her way back in, illegally, I should say. She sneaks her way back in, bangs her way to the front. However, the lead jammer status is in the hands of Treasure Valley. I'm not sure if their jammer recognizes it. She's decked, and now Stashbot able to pick up some points. However, for Arizona, things going crazy as the Treasure Valley bench was begging their jammer to call it off. Meanwhile, though, Stashbot hit the box just as she started scoring. Arizona's box completely full. Only one blocker out there for Arizona right now, Kalaka. And it's going to be real tough here. Let's see what you can do one-on-one. Treasure Valley does a good job to get right in her way at the exact right moment, making an easy pass for kill, switch, and skate. If you've just fallen into a big hole against a highly ranked team, you can't ask for anything better than having them put 4 skaters in the box in the next jam. Kalaka able to slow down, kill, switch, and skate momentarily. But what looked like it was going to be a nightmare jam for Treasure Valley is turning into a bit of a rally here. They have 15-0 so far, although Stashbot has some points that have not yet gone up on the board yet. Kill, switch, and skate forced to the back by Kalaka. Stashbot concludes her first scoring pass. That is 4 going up for her. 10 seconds left in this jam. And kill, switch, and skate finally calls it about a minute and a half after she was originally asked to, but it turned out to work out in Treasure Valley's favor. That jam goes 19-4, and what looked like it was starting to be an Arizona romp suddenly has Treasure Valley still with life here. Still plenty of derby to play, of course, with 12:52 left in the first half here. Treasure Valley currently trailing by 31. There's been an official review called by Arizona on that one. Here, safely ensconced behind the plexiglass, it is unlikely that I will find out what the result of the official review is. But I will let you know as much as I can from the context and whether or not that blinking dot for Arizona goes away permanently on the scoreboard. Once again, if you're just joining us, my name is Justice Feelgood Marshall. This is the 2017 BESTERNS coming to you from Denver, Colorado, hosted by the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls. 11 teams here this weekend. Rankings sitting from number 26 in the world, that was Tucson, to number 63 in the world, as Sac City. Tucson, though, already has been eliminated from advancement while Sac City remains alive. So rankings not meaning a whole lot so far this weekend. Still waiting here on the result of this official review as the referees chat about it. Of course, with a lot of teams here on the cusp of Division 1 or Division 2. It's all about the playoffs this year. The Division 2 playoffs this year going to be a single tournament, unlike previous games. It's going to be from August 18th to 20th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the shining city on a hill of Pennsylvania, if you will. Following up the Division 1 tournaments. First one in Seattle, September 1st to 3rd. After that, we're going overseas to Malmo, Sweden on September 8th to 10th. Following that up, we got a week off, and then we move down to Dallas, September 22nd and 24th for the third and final Div 1 playoff for the WFTDA this year. They have shrunk from 3 to 4 this year. And then finally it all ends in Philadelphia, going back for the first time since 2009. The WFTDA Championships happening in Liberty City. We are back in action here. Looks like Arizona did not retain the review as that blinking dot is gone forever, or at least until the end of the half. Dawn of the Shred takes the star for Treasure Valley against West Coast Mafia for Arizona Roller Derby. West Coast Mafia lead jammer for the Tent City Terrors. 12 and change left in the first half here as Arizona tries to get things rolling again. Dawn of the Shred trying to find her way out, does so. Helen Wheels hitting the box as Arizona blocker. West Coast Mafia sees Dawn of the Shred has escaped and is threatening, so she calls it off. Only 1 point for Arizona on that one. That moves the score to 80 Arizona, 48 Treasure Valley. Just under 12 minutes left to play in the first half here. Treasure Valley still very much in this one. But one of the biggest issues that Treasure Valley is going to face in this game if they want to win, handling Luz Chaos, who is now back to the jam line for Arizona. She's facing off against Sherry F-Bomb, and this, it looked like Treasure Valley left Sherry F-Bomb to play a little jammer defense. Did not work out in the long run as Luz Chaos just changed her lane, took off quick lead jammer status, even after that opening scrum with Sherry F-Bomb trying to get on her. Luz Chaos through again, smoothly navigating through for 5. Helen Wheels has escaped the box as Arizona blocker. Luz Chaos coming in again. This time is going to get sucked to the back by Treasure Valley's Scarlet Danger. See her in the vinyl skirt in the back. And now once again, Scarlet Danger with a takeout hit on Luz Chaos. Treasure Valley's going to need to keep that running throughout the game if they want to close this gap. Luz Chaos is being told to call from the bench. Finally calls it off. Luz Chaos was able to pick up 4 more points on that one. So good run for Arizona. They move the score to 89 to 48. We will have just under 10 minutes to play in the first half when this next jam begins. It's going to be Stash Bot for the Tent City Terrors for the Treasure Valley Roller Derby. It's Elo Snow Fury. And Stash Bot cuts the track. Power Jam Treasure Valley. Team from Boise looking to make something happen now. Block and Decker all over Elo Snow Fury. Good tight D from Arizona here. Treasure Valley seems uncertain as to whether or not to play offense or not. They got right behind that Arizona D, but unable to spring their jammer, and it's a track cut being called an Elo Snow Fury. So no lead jammer in this one. Elo Snow Fury reaches the box just as Stashbot re-enters for her for her initial pass, I should say now. So she still has to make her way through here to become eligible for scoring. She is through. There's a minute left in the jam as she escapes. Hitting the box as pivot for Treasure Valley on a highway to hell. Now Stashbot trying to fight her way around Sherry F-Bomb as blocker. Raggedy Annihilation also out there helping out. Elo Snow Fury has been released from the box as Treasure Valley jammer. And Stashbot finally through. First points of the jam going up on the small board. 5-0 so far with just under 30 seconds left in the jam. Now hitting the box as Arizona pivot is Don't Blink. And Stashbot adding 4 more to her total. 9-0 so far. Time might expire before Elo Snow Fury can penetrate for points here. Time does expire Ellis No Fury unable to penetrate, looking to see if Stashbot got anything. Looks like Stashbot was unable to add anything more to it, but on the upside, she does get a big hug. Scarlet Danger on the other side of the hug there. There were more points there. 13-0 on that run for Stashbot and Arizona Roller Derby. They break the triple-digit mark. It is now 102-48 in favor of Arizona. 7 minutes and 33 seconds left on the first half. We have an official timeout right now. Both teams have their pivots boxed. Like that is On a Highway to Hell for Treasure Valley, and for Arizona, it's a Don't Blink. When we get back into action here, it looks like Arizona's Jess West taking her first turn with the Jam Star. She will be opposed by Kill Switch and Skate. Arizona trying to keep their tripod together as Treasure Valley's defense gets right in the middle of it. It's Chokia Latte holding down the front of that Tent City Terrace triangle, and as it breaks down in the back, Chokia Latte now going solo on Kill Switch and Skate. Meanwhile, lead jammer status on the other side going to Jess West. Kill Switch still stuck behind Chokia Latte. Helen Wheels now takes over in the front. Don't Blink is there as well to help out. And while all that's happening, Jess West threw for another 5, or I'm sorry, for her first 5, extending Arizona's lead to 107-48 right now. Kill Switch still no luck getting through a triangle of Arizona. Meanwhile, Jess West has to come to the middle of the pack before starting over. Picks up 5 on that pass. Now it's 10-0 on the Jam so far. 112 Arizona, 48 Treasure Valley. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the period right now as Jess West coming through again. Taking her time as Kill Switch and Skate has to once again go the wrong way to start over. Looking a little bit tired now. Loses her footing trying to choose her attack and is decked. And again, Chokia Latte has been all over this jam. Spectacular individual defensive work from Chokia Latte, creating the opportunity for a 20-0 run right there for Arizona's Jess West in her first jam of the game. Or I should say her first turn with a Jam Star in the game. And that gives Arizona a very solid lead right now. 122, Arizona 48 for Treasure Valley. We have got 5 minutes left to play in the first half here as Treasure Valley trying to find a way to keep Arizona from getting out of striking range now. Lead jammer status has gone to West Coast Mafia, who hit the deck right as she was called lead. So she got reabsorbed momentarily. Not for long, though, as she is out and coming around for points. On a Highway to Hell, decked hard, a little slow to get up. And meanwhile, the inside of turn 1 and 2 opening up for West Coast Mafia. An easy pass for 5 right there. Dawn of the Shred trying to find her way around the front of this Arizona defense. Finally finds a way around Lynette Zurich. Arizona loses jammer West Coast Mafia on a forearm. That's going to give Treasure Valley a much-needed power jam right now. On the small board, it's 5-5, although I do think that West Coast Mafia scored some points before going to the box. Nevertheless, an opportunity here for Treasure Valley to turn what was going to be a potential 9-0 into a positive point differential if they can just get past Block and Decker and D's Nuts right now, not making it easy for Dawn of the Shred. Power Jam has concluded. West Coast Mafia back on the floor. 20 seconds left in the jam. Arizona puts all 4 blockers on now Sinister Kate, who has taken the star from from Dawn of the Shred. And a long, chaotic jam is going to come to end on time just before Sinister Kate was able to... Oh, she managed to pick out 1 point at the very end of that one. And after all is said and done, no differential looks like. 9-9 on that one. 131 Arizona, 57 Treasure Valley. Just under 3 minutes to play in this quarterfinal matchup at BESTERNS 2017. Treasure Valley trying to become the 6th straight team to score a rankings upset, but Arizona not having it right now. Arizona ranked 30th. Treasure Valley ranked 62nd. They've already picked up 1 upset today in their win over Sacred City. But right now, Lose Chaos, a big part of why Arizona is leading this game 131-57 as she's lead jammer with Sherry F-Bomb about a third of the track behind. Lose Chaos enters for points, goes around the outside like she wasn't even there. 4-0 for Arizona. A new score of 135 for Arizona, 57 for Treasure Valley. We've got just under 2 minutes to play in the first half here. Once again, this is the second to last game of Friday action at BESTERNS. Next coming up at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, the marquee game as the tournament hosts the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls, seed 5, taking on the 4th-seeded Wasatch Roller Derby. Here in action, the Arizona 10th City Terror Stashbot goes to the box very early on a track cut. Lead jammer, Treasure Valley's Ella Snow Fury. Treasure Valley, if they want a chance of winning this game, would really like to get a big half closer right here. Ella Snow Fury is going to start off making it good with 5 quick points. Stashbot is standing as Ella Snow Fury comes around for her second scoring pass. Finds a whole lot of Don't Blick and Block and Decker out there, not making this pass easy. Stashbot has a turn from the box, but is sucked to the back by On a Highway to Hell as Scarlet Danger comes over here to the penalty box area, takes a seat as Treasure Valley blocker. Through, but a long way to go before getting a scoring position is Stashbot, and that jam is called with a total of 9-0 for Treasure Valley. Looks like we will have just enough time for one more jam in this half. Arizona leads 135 to Treasure Valley's 66. Looks like we'll get this next jam off with about 5 seconds left in the period, or on the period clock. Yep, exactly that. Now Lose Chaos with the star for Arizona, knocked out of bounds and almost cuts the track, would have cut the track in 2016, but is able to cede her advantage and avoid taking that track cut. Lose Chaos around the outside, lead jammer Arizona. Now Lose Chaos entering for her first scoring pass. Once again ends up getting knocked out of bounds. Thinks about recycling, but figures that taking her 5 into the break is good enough for her. So that's going to bring us to our intermission. Arizona, the first team of the weekend to have a solid lead as the favored seed. They currently lead Treasure Valley 140 to 66. That's the referee's whistle for intermission. My name is Justice Bugard Marshall. You're watching 2017 BESTERNS from Denver, Colorado. We'll be back in 14 and a half minutes.